you guys. That last video about the Canon cameras where I lined them up led to a few intense comments. Jeepers, you guys. Anyway, I thought, hey, what better way to respond than maybe by tackling another topic that would not be so popular. Do you need 4K for vlogging? And this is meant to be an open dialogue. If you guys don't notice, I answer all the comments on my channels. I read every single one. There's probably 50 over the last year I haven't responded to, and there's 5,000 that I have responded to. So I always love discussions and open discussions and talking about things. Just, you're welcome to your opinion no matter what it is. So please jump in on the comments. But here's what I've been thinking about when it comes to 4K for vlogging. Professionals, different. People starting out and making vlogs, does 4K matter? I say not in the least bit. In fact, 4K is hurting you. It's worse that you shoot in 4K than you shoot in just regular 1080p. Here's why, the crazy madness. The most important thing you can do when you're starting out vlogging is to vlog more and more and more, faster and faster and faster, so that you get better. The problem with 4K is that it is slower in every regard. It's harder on battery life, so you have to charge batteries a little bit more. That's maybe not like a huge issue. If you can get through that, you could get a few batteries, you could do some things around that. It is much slower to edit, especially if you don't have like a ton of horsepower in your computer. If you've got a crazy gaming machine, you're okay. But I know for me, if I had to edit a 4K vlog on my 13-inch MacBook Pro, it was painful. And even my PC with, quad core, 32 gigs of RAM, solid state drives, it still took a good chunk longer. And there were times where I was slowed down by the 4K in the editing process. And then when I had to go and export those videos, it would take 2 to 3 to 4 times as long, where at 1080p, it would come out in 20 minutes, and at 4K, it would come out in an hour and 20 minutes. That meant all those things that I was spending less time out there and shooting, or maybe I'd get an hour or two less sleep and then not get up as early and, start into my day and start shooting, and it slowed me down. So that's one reason why I think it's hurting. The other reason is that you end up falling in love with shots because of how good they look. And even me, I've got a big monitor right here and I can look at it. I'm shooting this in 4K because I love the irony of it. And I can tell it's sharp. It's a chunk sharper. I'm like, man, this is looking pretty good. The problem is, if the story sucks or I can't talk or you hate me, it doesn't matter what it looks like. And I think there were times even when I was doing vlogging where I was like, wow, that looks good, forgetting that it doesn't matter if it looks good or doesn't look good. The thing that matters is the story. And if you've missed out on the story, it doesn't matter how good the shots are. And sometimes you don't notice that you just told a terrible story because you go back and you look at wow, that looks good. The picture's so sharp. The colors are so nice. And it's yeah, but you completely missed the story. And so for me, that's why when I think about vlogging in 4K, I go, I don't think it makes sense. And I probably only did maybe 10 or 15 for some special occasions where I really just wanted to take that quality up a notch. But if I was to get back into vlogging, I don't think I would vlog in 4K. Especially if you're starting out and you're on a limited budget. That's why professionals is a different topic. But aside from maybe spending a little bit more on the camera, it's not even maybe so much that. It's that you need to get a much stronger computer to be able to run it. You also are going to need to invest in a lot more storage. A typical vlog for me in 4K was 100 gigabytes that then I want to back up that footage. So that's 200 gigabytes for one vlog. So you do 5 vlogs and you're up to a terabyte of storage. And it's really, that side of it can be expensive as well. So it's expensive, it slows you down, and it can distract you from the thing that really matters, which is the story. But as always, I'm absolutely curious to hear what your guys' take on that. Do you go no, 4K is worth it for this reason or that reason or that reason? Or do you agree? Now, for me, I did 170-ish vlogs. And looking back on that, I learned a ton. I'm so glad I did it, but they were good quality vlogs. When I look at them, I'm like, these are they're well shot. They're good quality vlogs, but they didn't go anywhere. I never blew up. The almost 4,000 subscribers I have here are actually much more so from the tech videos. Lots of those vlogs had 300 views, which I'm still thankful for all 300 views. But going back, I mean, I had to go through the whole learning process of learning to vlog and learning to shoot and learning cameras. If I was to do it again, though, I would really go like, okay, well, quality needs to be reasonable, but the most important thing is the story, and go back to honing my story skills. And so if you're starting out and you're worrying about 4K, whether your camera needs to have 4K or doesn't need to have 4K, even if you took a camera and that didn't have 4K and 4K became really important in your year or two, you just went now and you said, I'm just going to go hard creating as many videos as I possibly can over the next 12 months. At the end of it, you would be so thankful, and it wouldn't matter if, oh, you sold your camera and you lost $300 or $400. You would have invested all that time and grown so much in the shooting process that maybe you could actually get to the point where the 4K mattered and you had your story and things figured out where that 4K is actually helping the story aside from just being a distraction in it. Those are my thoughts. I'm curious what you guys think. I love hearing from you in the comments. Be respectful if you can. I'm always trying to be respectful back, but whatever, or don't. It doesn't really matter to me. Anyway, go Raiders. Peace.